So now we can. Sorry, I want to get everything ready. So the NieR concert. I'll look at the Hightail stuff after this. Thank you, because I'll probably play it. So the NieR concert or orchestra chat. I went there this weekend, like I said. It was the NieR End of Data. It was like this whole long name thing. Oh yeah, here it is. So this is the one that I went to. So this was NieR Orchestra Concert Re-12024, the End of Data. I guess this is, what they did at the 2024 concert. And then they rolled it over to 2025 with a couple shows. And then they had, the two shows, the 2 p.m. and the 8 p.m. show in New York City in Carnegie Hall, which is what I went to. And that was like the end. Like, this is like the end of everything. Hence, like, the End of Data, it's another ending E or something, like, ending E and Automata Replicant, whatever. Because, yeah, look, so 2026 was in New York. They did an August show. Oh, so it was really scarce then. Holy shit. So I guess, yeah, 2024, they must have done, like, a full, throughout the year, like, consistent shows. And then I guess they did, like, 8 shows from scattered throughout the last year and a half, which is interesting. But I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's crazy that I was managed to go to one of these. Wow, it was in DC in 2024. Holy God, dude. I guess I do kind of remember that. Either way, I went to the New York one, Carnegie Hall, 8 p.m. The final show for the NieR Orchestra for the time being, which is kind of cool. And so, guess who to chat to? Dude, Yoko Taro. So, Keiichi Okabe was there. The absolute GOAT, right? Eric Roth, conductor. Eric Roth is the son of Arnie Roth. If you haven't been to a Final Fantasy orchestra or any Square Enix orchestras, Arnie Roth usually does the Distant Worlds concert, or usually always does the Distant Worlds concerts. I think Arnie has also done Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth concerts, orchestras, whatever. And Eric, he did the NieR one. He also did, there was a much smaller, more intimate orchestra in 2024 in New York City called, oh my God, I don't even know what it was called. It wasn't Distant Worlds, but it was much smaller, and he did some songs. It was more classic Final Fantasy songs. But Eric Roth and Arnie Roth, they both do a lot of the Square Enix stuff. They're incredibly talented. But Emmy Evans was there, the NieR voice lady, as well as I don't know how you say her first name. Janique? Nicole? I'm sorry if I butchered it, but she was also there. She's also like the NieR. That's the 2 NieR ladies, right? Emmy Evans is like kind of does a lot of the main vocals, but a lot of the battle vocals, like the deeper voice battle vocals, she does those, which is really cool. But both of them were there as well. They performed live. So I have some pictures. Not too many pictures because I didn't want you to take pictures during the concerts. But Yoko Taro was also there, and Yosuke Saito was there. Is it Yusuke? It's Yusuke. So basically, the Final Fantasy Avengers, which I went with Coco. And Coco hasn't played the NieR games. She hasn't played Replicant or Automata or Reincarnation. But she got a Steam Deck, and I was like, yo, I'll pay for Replicant so you can play them. So she's in the middle of a Replicant run, and she's really, really loving it so far. She loves Final Fantasy. I'm like, dude, you love FF, you'll love NieR. It's, it's pretty much just way more melodramatic Final Fantasy. It also does a lot of things better than certain Final Fantasy games. But either way, she went. She had a great time, and she closed her eyes at a lot of the things because they had the screen in the back showing some cutscenes. So I was like, don't look. Literally in the middle of the concert, I was like, don't look. I closed her eyes, but we'll get there. So we went. It was this weekend, Carnegie Hall. So Japan Society. Before we get to the actual orchestra part, Japan Society is like I think it's a non-profit like organization or something in New York City, or foundation or whatever, and they have like people from Japan or art shows or just it's like I think it's right by the the one building, called the International Building, whatever. But Japan, it's like a non-profit that does a bunch of stuff for like Japan events, like mini events, whatever. But at Japan Society, they had the Yoko Taro head there, bro. They had like a mini like NieR art showcase, like pop-up area. So as soon as you walk in, they had the head. This is the Yoko Taro head that he wears on his head. Like, this is the shit that he wears on the top of his damned head, bro. He even tweeted out, hey, like, this is mine. Please don't touch it. Because this is the one I wear. He's right here. There he is, wearing the same one. So this we went to on Saturday. And they had that on display. And along with that, they had the Virtuose Contract, which is, I guess, it's like a replica sword that they're selling that's like on sale now as of like a week ago. That was cool looking. But mainly I wanted to go for the art showcase, you know, just to see what it was. And they just had pretty much all of like the key arts for the orchestras in the games down there. So the main key arts for all the NieR orchestras they've done, all of like the album key arts they've done. For Replicant, Automata, they also had the key arts like up here. They had that. They had the, you know, this is like the steel box art that they have on for the Replicant Collector's Edition. This, I think, this A2 picture right here in the red, I think is 10th anniversary. I don't know. Either way, they had a bunch more pictures, but it's pretty much just a wall with, like, there's 9, there's 18 in these two pictures in total. There's probably like 30, just, you know, 3 rows of 10 showing off everything. It wasn't anything too crazy. Like, it was literally just this, and then this. And then there was a little stand that was selling merch. It was selling, like, some music boxes and some concert-exclusive merch. And that was it. Even though, like, art for Reincarnation, yeah, some Reincarnation art as well. Yeah. My favorite was, I really like the one right here, of the pods. You can't really see it. Hold up. It's on the edge of the screen. This one right here, it's Mama with the pods and Weiss. That one's really cool. But yeah, they had some Reincarnation stuff. Also, they played a song from Reincarnation at the concert, which is cool, because that game doesn't get love. Especially after it got fucking end of service shut down. You cannot play it at all. But, so we went to this. This was cool. It was like a quick thing. Pretty tiny, like I said. But I was freaking out because, you know, I love NieR. And I've been a fan of it for a while now. I guess not too long. 7 years, since 2018. Since they released the Automata Become Gods edition or whatever. So I don't know. Long, it doesn't matter how long. But I've been a fan for a while. For me. Either way, we went to that. And then we went to the actual show. So the actual show, I posted up. I just had a normal suit on. I just had a black suit with a white button down, with my 9S wig on, and then I had my little Emil plush here that I've had for a while that I brought with me, and that was the fit. Nothing too crazy, just, you know, nice outfit. I wasn't gonna wear the wig at first, but I was like, you know what, I'll wear it, just because I wanted to cosplay 9S, but I didn't really want to wear his outfit since I didn't feel like it, so I just decided to wear a suit because, you know, everyone wears formal stuff. And instead of a tie or a bow tie, I did his choker. Because mainly because I forgot a tie or a bow tie to bring with me like a dumbass, but I wore the choker kind of under the collar, so it looks cool. I liked how it looked. No blindfold? No, I don't have a blindfold that fits nicely on me. Because when I've cosplayed 9S in the past, I've done no blindfold usually because 9S was my first ever cosplay, actually, and when that happened, when I started cosplaying back in like 2018, 2019, or I guess 2019 was when COVID happened, right? So I cosplayed 9S at 2 or 3 conventions, and each time I cosplayed him, you had to wear masks. So I was like, I'm not going to wear a mask and a blindfold. So I bought a NieR mask that I would wear, which I had with me, but I didn't want to wear it to the concert or take pictures with it because I don't want to cover up my face. But I usually wore a NieR mask with me, which I can show you guys. And they did perform this song while we were there. A beautiful song playing right now with live vocals. Oh, it was so cool. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, either way. The music selection was great. There's a couple songs I didn't have there that I wanted, but I wear this, so I didn't wear a blindfold, or don't really have a blindfold that I like. But that was the fits. Coco wore my 9S outfit. So 9S, like his not t-shirt, but his main garment, right? Not a jacket, but his top. That's what she wore, because it's a bit big on her, right? Because it's mine. So it looked like a really nice dress on her. So she wore that with a little cute hat with tights and boots. So kind of like a femme 9S 2B kind of combo. It looked really good on her. So it was a cool fit. It was sick. And then the hat was my idea, because she looks like a little male boy. But it fit the theme very well. She was dressed better than I was, as she usually always is. But I was very jealous, because I was like, damn, dude, you look cool. You look really cool. But yeah, that's what we wore. And we sat pretty close, man. We were on row H, on the right side, on the floor. So we were A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We were 8 rows from the front. We were damn close. And it was so good. Oh my God, this was a gift from my grandparents for Christmas, by the way. Because I was going to go originally, and then they wanted to get a gift for me and Coco for a cute date kind of thing, whatever. So they got nicer tickets for us, which the tickets weren't I forget that how expensive tickets have gotten nowadays for concerts, because this is an orchestra, right? This is NieR. So you're not paying $300 for a ticket, especially since maybe my brain is messed up from hearing about these concert prices for all these popular artists, but it was $130 each for some of the best seats in the house. And that's not cheap. $130 isn't cheap for one ticket for a show at all, don't get me wrong. But for pretty much those are the best. Any closer seats would still be closer. Any seats rows behind is still amazing. It's still perfect. So I'm like, damn, dude, 130 is not as much as I would expect. I guess for NieR, it's not like Taylor Swift or fucking Jay-Z or whatever, but they weren't too expensive. But either way, like I said, I didn't pay for them because they were a gift, which was really nice. But either way, very, very grateful that they did that for us. But yeah, the seats were fucking nice, man. And everyone was cosplaying. There's people everywhere cosplaying there, which is great. And so the show itself, the show was about 2 hours. That's a steal. It's around that for a top-tier seat for a regular theater show here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess it's Carnegie Hall as well. So Carnegie Hall is going to be a bit more. Honestly, I would have said anywhere, because it's an orchestra, right? So for the FF7 Rebirth concert, me and Coco and all of our friends who went last January, I can't believe that's been a year from now, we sat all the way up top. So if you've been to Carnegie Hall, you'll know that there's 6 different tiers of seats. There's the floor that you're on, then there's the U shape that kind of wraps around on the walls, and then there's another one up top, then another one, there's one all the way at the top, super far. It's super high up there, but you still can see the stage. It's all fine. Those are $60. So that's where we sat for FF7 Rebirth last year, just because we wanted to go and have fun. Because as cool as it is to sit up close, I just want to go. I just want to see this shit perform live. So either way, recommend. But so the show started at 8 o'clock, ended around 10:20, 20-minute intermission, whatever. And like I said, Eric Roth was there. He came out, did his little introduction. And the major part about this concert, why it's called the End of Data Re 212024, is because it had the 9S and 2B stage play. So apparently exclusive to Japan back in 2024, I could be wrong. The voice actors of 9S and 2B, the Japanese voice actors, they, between songs, they had a stage play, kind of drama, like you know how Japan does like the CD dramas, and it's just a CD that you play and you hear the characters talk, and it's, you know, like a fake story or like a side story. That's what happened with the orchestra. So the orchestra started and they played the first song. I forget what song it was, but just an opening song from one of the games. And then between, you know, the next song on the screen back here, they had visuals from the game, or just visuals that kind of were the aesthetic of NieR, and in text, and it was 9S and 2B talking to each other. And pretty much the scenario was 9S and 2B exploring the world, finding an alien ship, kind of akin to like what they do in Automata in the beginning of the game, going down the steps, seeing inside the alien ship like alien remnants, whatever. Oh my god, are these aliens, are these people? And then them seeing the memories of these people, aliens, and then it kind of ending with kind of how Automata ends to a degree. And so that was throughout the whole show, them narrating just them narrating like that experience. And so that was cool, because it was, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting that. How much were the seats? Were you AFK? It was $130 each for where we sat. And we were just general admission. There were VIP tickets that you could get that I think were much more expensive. You could meet Yoko Taro, Saito, and Okabe, and Emmy Evans. I think you could meet everybody. Like, everybody on stage, I think you were able to meet. I had some friends who got the VIP tickets, which is pretty cool. But I wasn't able to because they sold out instantly, and I got these as a gift, like I said, for Christmas. So, but yeah, it was sold out as well. Both shows, the 2 p.m. and the 8 p.m. were sold out, which is crazy. It's pretty cool. And I guess it doesn't make, you know, it's not too much of a shock since fucking Yoko Taro was there, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That, like, especially because I didn't even realize how little shows they did. Like for this concert, I guess this is the only thing they've done since 2024, early 2024. January of last year in Seoul, October of 24 in DC, and then in Boston, and then August in Tokyo, and then now, I'm like what? Like that, I guess it makes sense why it was sold out since there's so little dates. New York is just, it's New York, right? It's like it's fucking, that's not, I don't live in New York, but it's like it's New York. So it doesn't seem crazy to me to travel for this because it's like a couple hours away, not even. But, yeah, he was fucking there, dude. It's crazy. But either way, yeah, the what they performed was great. They performed like Kaine, Salvation. They did Amusement Park, yes. They did Amusement Park. They did so they did Kaine. They did Emile. They did Song of the Ancients, which dude, Song of the Ancients live with both of these all like peak performance, amazing vocalists, these absolutely godly women on stage. Oh my god, dude! So Emmy was standing here. And then I don't even know. I'm messing up her name. Janique. I'm so sorry. She was standing here. So they were, and then Eric was composing or conducting in the middle, right? And they were like going back and forth, like, you know. Then Emmy would give some vocals, and then it'd switch, and then so pretty much they'd be going back and forth, and then they would do like a couple lyrics harmonizing together, and they'd look at each other. Oh my god. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy. Like, Song of the Ancients it's so good. It's so iconic. Like, all the music for NieR is so good. But they did Song of the Ancients. They did Kaine. Like I said, they did Emile. They did A Beautiful Song. They did Deep Crimson Foe, I think. Some of the music I forgot the names of because it's been a very long time. Beside, like, the really, really popular ones that I personally love. They did Shadow Lord. God, Shadow Lord is so good. Oh, it's so cool. Which that I covered Coco's eyes because they were showing cutscenes from the final cutscene of the game, and I was like, don't fucking look at all because she's in the middle of a replicant playthrough. They did Shadow Lord. They did Ruined City. That's how they started it, actually. They did Ruin City to start, which is a beautiful way to start the show. They didn't do Vague Hope, which is currently playing on YouTube video right now. They did Weight of the World at the end. That was the third to last song before the encore. And then they did, like I said, a beautiful song, City Ruins, not Ruin City, City Ruins. And then they did Inori. Yes. So the last song was Inori, Prayers, the Reincarnation song. And they showed Reincarnation on the screen, whatever, and that song is beautiful. And that was really cool for them to end it, because they showed, like, you know, the gameplay from Reincarnation on the screen. And then right at the end, they kind of showed, like, I don't know what cutscene it was. I actually never finished, like, watching everything for Reincarnation, so fake fan. But I'm presumably it was one of the final cutscenes from the game. However that's formatted, because it looked like it was. But and then it said thank you for praying, which is how they ended the concert out. But Possessed Disease, maybe. I think the set list is up online. I was thinking for the Fallout Temp Vu and AB Overdrive. NieR Orchestra set list. Let me actually look it up. Memories of Dust? No. Oh, I found it. Here's the set list. They did. Here it is. Duh. Crumbling Lies, City Ruins, Snow and Summer, Song of the Ancients, Amusement Park, Deep Crimson Foe, Gods Bound by Rules, Shadow Lord, Copied City, Emil, A Beautiful Song, Forest Kingdom, Possessed by Disease, Fleeting Words, Dark Colossus, The Sound of the End, Bipolar Nightmare, Morning, Ashes of Dreams, Weight of the World, and Kaine at the end. So that's what they did. No Memories of Dust, well, that's a good sales. Yeah, there was a couple songs that I wish they did, but they did a big chunk of stuff. Like, what I wanted the most was Ashes of Dreams. That is, like, my favorite song ever. So that was different. I was so happy. Oh, I love Ashes of Dreams so much. That shit is just so... And Emil. Also, a Sacrifice, whatever version you care. Like, oh, the music is just so good. Yo, Miss Football's thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. The music is so good, man. It's just... I haven't listened to a lot of the NieR music in a long time since, you know, I played Automata forever ago, it feels like, and Replicant I haven't played in a while. So I wanted to replay them now, dude. Because I never finished watching the anime either. Thank you for the raid, Miss. How's it going? It's going good. I'm talking about the NieR concert from this weekend, and then I'll talk about some other stuff. But I never finished the Automata anime, so it's just been a while since I've had anything NieR related. Because Reincarnation, like I said, didn't really fully do it either. I was on and off when it came out. I kept up to date with it for a little bit, but it's still been, 2+ years now since that got shut down. So I need more for the franchise. Thank you for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. Intermission's just the pause, 20-minute break between, so people could go to the bathroom and whatnot. But yeah, dude. So that was the show, and at the end, when Eric Roth and Keiichi Okabe and Emmy and Nicole were on stage, they were talking, the translator was talking or something, and then they turn the light to the crowd, and pretty much in the center row, so it was probably like about row H where we were, but row H in the center row. Hold up, MS Paint. Hold up, wait. Oh, those intermission tracks were played through speakers? Oh, no, the intermission was just a pause for the show to stop so that everyone could get up and go to the bathroom. Yeah. They weren't intermission tracks. No, that was just someone putting the intermission between the sets. So here's the rows, right? Okay, this is like the seats. Here's the theater, whatever. This is like, very bad, but just this is the stage, right? And then this is the building, right? Boom, building, whatever. And so we're sitting like right here pretty much, right? And this is the end of the show, and it's still kind of dim in the room, and they put the light right here. And everybody looks over. And it's freaking Yoko Taro and Saito sitting down. And they get up, and they both kind of run. And Yoko Taro can't see because, he's got his freaking helmet, a mule head on because, obviously doesn't show his face in public. So he can't see Shaq shit. So he's running down the walkway here, and then they go this way, and then they go up on stage. But as they're running, he's holding on the back of Saito because he doesn't know where they're going, and they're high-fiving everybody as they run by. So as they walk right here, and they go, 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 they're just high-fiving every single person up until this point, obviously, to go on the stage. It's so funny. It's so funny. And I was like, oh my God, I knew he was going to be there because, like I said, at the end of the show, they called everybody out on stage. And then we're like, wait, where's like Saito and Yoko Taro? Like, we knew they were going to be here. Like, interesting. And so that's how they did it. It was them just sitting there, and then they went up on stage, which was so cool. Dude, I can't believe I saw the man himself in the flesh. Freaking, dude, that's crazy. It's crazy. But they did that. And they were all up on stage, whatever. And so this is when I got the picture at the end of the show. And so, Keiichi Okabe, everybody on stage had something to say, like, thank you. Thank you for, all the support throughout the years on, this tour, on, all the tours before this, whatever. And Saito, he's the director or producer of the NieR series. I think he's the director, or maybe, I don't know. Either way, he's one of the two. He was like, thanks for all the support on the NieR series. Like, because of all your support on everything, there will be more. There will be more. And Okabe and Yoko Taro, they're all like, we'll be back eventually. They're like, thank you. We can't wait to be back. And that's pretty much it. They didn't say, like, new game coming out. They didn't say when they'll be back. They didn't say whatever. They just said, there will be, because your continued support, there will be more NieR in the future. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, okay. We assumed that, but it was just cool to hear him say that. They added photos? Okay, cool. I probably don't need more photos, but it was so, and hearing Yoko Taro talk as well was so funny, just because, like, I don't know, dude, it was just so cool. Not funny, it was just awesome. It was so cool. Either way, that was pretty much it. He was like, thank you for all the support, whatever. They talked in some English, and then they had the translator do the rest. But he was probably talking about new merch. No. They were like, we'll be back eventually, but we'll be back to New York. We're excited to come back. Thank you. We were like, yes. This dude, we're like, yes. Please. Obviously, they can't say anything because NDA stuff, but I imagine they wanted to say something so badly. Or at least, maybe that's me coping, but dude, like, come on. You're telling me that this is the end of, like, the NieR orchestra that they've put on and off for the past, like, fucking 4 or 5 years? That they're just done? No more NieR ever? No! We're getting more. We have to. We have to. Oh my God, we have to. But yeah, it was great, man. It was so cool. I'll show you the merch I got real quick. So this I already had. This shirt is also old. This is the 10th anniversary. It's like the 15th anniversary at this point. But at the show, they had like a shirt for the concert, but I don't need more t-shirts. So I got the tote bag. A little tiny, but it's cool. It's the key art that they did with, 2B9S and the big S and meal head. This shit is sick, though. This shit is cool. So I got this little tote. Because I'll use it, right? I use tote bags. Nice and simple. So I got that. And then I got the, they had gotcha blind little boxes for these like CD keychains. So it was like, you know, NieR, voice crack, Reincarnation, Replicant, Automata, you know, different arrangement soundtracks that they've all released to buy in the past. But they're little keychains for it. But they have a little DVD inside that actually works. It's an NFC, not NFT, NFC. So if your phone or whatever has an NFC scanner and you tap it, then it brings you the link to download the music. So I got the little NieR Reincarnation album, which is amazing because I have nothing NieR Reincarnation. I have a bunch of Automata and Replicant stuff. So I was very happy to get this since the music is good in that game. And it's just nice to have for my collection. But I got that, and then I got, well, Coco got this for me because I was going to get it, and then I was like, I don't need it. It's, you know, it's just more keychain bullshit to sit around. But it's just the key art for the concert. So just those three things. Nothing too crazy. But still wanted something to memorize, remember the show. But yeah, that was that, man. That, like I said, it wasn't like nothing like insane happened, I guess, other than, you know, seeing the fucking Avengers of NieR on stage. Like, that was insane. But no specific stories, really. Yeah, I don't know, dude. it was so cool. I love this series so much, and I just need a new game so badly. And listening to that music live, I was like, dude, I gotta replay them. I gotta replay both of them, or Automata at least, because I haven't played Automata in like fucking 8 years at this point, 7 years. It's been a long ass time. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It was awesome. Hopefully they'll have another orchestra in the future, far down. Maybe we'll get NieR 4. It's gotta happen. They sounded very happy. Also, Keiichi Okabe is just, he's the cutest motherfucker ever, bro. He came up on stage with a big-ass smile on his face. Like, that's my goat, man. That's my goat. He had a nice-ass suit on as well. Like, he had the vest. It had, like, the little coattails. He had, like, the red, was it a red bow tie? No, I think so. Red bow tie with the lunar tear, with the glass. Oh, bro, he was fitted fucking up, dude. Like, Yoko Taro had a fucking I Love New York hoodie on with gray sweatpants, which, hey, it was a cool fit, and he doesn't have to wear anything fancy. It's Yoko Taro, right? That's, like, his shtick. But fucking Okabe was looking good, man. It was just a great vibes. Immaculate vibes. It's just, it sounds like you had a great time. I did. Yeah, Automata is still my favorite game. I was playing it for the first time. Yeah, I wish I could play both Automata and Replicant. Both of them are like, I think Replicant's my fave over Automata, but it changes, honestly. I would love to replay it again just because it's been so long for that. Like, yeah, I wonder how I would feel about it now. I know I would like it as much as I did. I'm wondering if I would like it even more, you know? I don't know. But both games to me are, I think, as equally good. But I don't know. Yeah, sure. It was lovely. It was lovely, man. I'll be looking out for more information this year. And maybe they goated when put together. Yeah. Because they kind of are like, you know, two peas in the same pod, really, if you think about it. Especially the music. But, damn, dude. Damn, dude. I wish there was more to talk about with it, because I could sit here and talk about it all day. I just love this shit. So much. God damn. God damn. Is there any other pictures? I don't think there's any other pictures I posted yet. No, nothing. I need to cosplay Brother NieR, though. I've cosplayed 9S. I gotta cosplay Brother NieR one day. That outfit's just a bitch to fucking do, so I don't know if that'll ever happen. But maybe I'll cosplay Emil. That'd be cool. Father NieR gets no love. I know, because they booted him out in the remake. Father NieR is cool, though, dude. He's got aura. Papa NieR is... He's cool. But he was in Remake. He had a little Easter egg, I think, right? I forget. Didn't he... Wait, what was his Easter egg? It was like in the... It was like the... Not the... Oh my fucking god. Well, not the... It's not roguelike. It was like a dungeon tower thing. You did multiple boss fights back to back. He was in that, right? What? Oh my god. Oh, fuck. NieR Replicant Father NieR. Yeah, you could play as him. Secret mission where... Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm spazzing. Yeah. Yeah. God, I remember this shit. Fuck. Pain in my ass.
I read it.
Game is so good. Game is so good. Alright. Well, there we go. There we go, man. About. Yoko Taro's 56? What? Okabe... Wow, they all were born around the same time. Oh, shit. Huh. Oh, so I guess Arnie also does some of the NieR stuff. Oh, he did the original 2018 tour. Oh, interesting. That's crazy. Goated Nepo baby, Eric. Like, because I'm pretty sure Arnie's his dad. I'm not pretty sure he's his dad, but bro's different. He's got charisma, man. All right, well, yeah. Sorry, I'm yapping about this. I'm just happy.